The tragic fates of 9 famous child prodigies. 1. Aaron Swartz hacked systems and ended up taking his life. At age 14, Swartz created a fundamental tool of the internet, RSS. He hacked into the nonprofit site JSTOR using illegal means. He released 4.8 million documents. Swartz was indicted by the federal government. He was facing a jail sentence of up to 35 years and a $1 million fine. He hanged himself when he was 26. 2. Natalia Strelchenko suffered from her abusive husband. Strelchenko was a piano prodigy. She debuted at age 12 with the St. Petersburg Symphony Orchestra. She was recognized as an international sensation. Strelchenko's husband, John Martin, wanted her to give up her career. He strangled her and forced her to have an abortion. She was eventually murdered by him on their second wedding anniversary. 3. Sergei Reznichenko declared himself a god and took his life. Reznichenko was 2 when he learned to read. At 13, he became famous via Russian TV quiz show. He wrote poetry, excelled at mathematics and other sciences, but his mother isolated him from his peers. Once freed from her, Reznichenko engaged in substance abuse. He immersed himself in a world of video games and anime. He sank into a deep depression and became delusional. He jumped out a window and died from his injuries. 4. Brandon Bremer died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Bremer began reading at 18 months. At 3, he played the piano and did first-grade work. At 11, he went to college. Bremer was discovered dead in his home. His death was assumed to be a suicide, but he didn't leave a note. 5. Philippa Schuyler's mother hit her regularly. Schuyler played Mozart at age 4, and her IQ tested at 180. All her mother allowed her to do was practice. Schuyler wasn't allowed to be around children of her age. She was of mixed race and suffered from racial prejudice. This brought Schuyler's music career to a halt. She tragically died in a helicopter crash in Vietnam. 6. Walter Pitts's ideas were dismissed, causing him to become an alcoholic. By age 12, Pitts had taught himself Greek, Latin, mathematics, and logic. His ideas on cybernetics and artificial intelligence led to the computer age. He believed that brain function could be explained by pure logic, but this idea was largely dismissed. Pitts got depressed and became a severe alcoholic. He died alone from cirrhosis. 7. Robert Peace was shot in a marijuana greenhouse. Peace scored 99% on his SATs. He was a multi-talented person. Secretly, he moonlighted as a big-time marijuana dealer. Peace was shot at age 30. 8. William James Sidis died in poverty. The boy wonder reportedly read the New York Times at 18 months. He taught himself Latin at 3. He started high school at 8 and Harvard at 11. He became famous due to his lecture on the fourth dimension in Harvard. Sidis became involved in socialist causes. To support himself, he took several low-level office jobs. He had to live in a small room in a shabby section of Boston. He died at 46, apparently of a cerebral hemorrhage. 9. Barbara Newhall Follett went mysteriously missing. Barbara could read at 3. She was 12 when her book became an overnight bestseller. She disappeared at night after an argument with her husband. Barbara has never been seen or heard from again. Why do you think child prodigies are often unhappy?